Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me / Q&A. I did put on my Instagram asking you guys to ask me some questions, and you guys surprisingly asked me a lot. So I was really thankful for that because I thought that I was gonna get like 2 questions. So thank you to everyone who asked me a question. These will all be kept anonymous just because some of these people I did go to school with, so I don't wanna, put their information out there. But yeah, if you guys wanna get to know me a bit more and see me do this, basic look, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so at the moment, I do have some form of sinusitis, so if I sound funny, I apologize, that's just the reason why. But I'm just gonna get into some questions as I do my makeup. Okay, so the first question that I have here is, have you ever experienced hate online and how do you deal with it? Well, I do feel like I'm pretty fortunate that I haven't really experienced that much. I am really grateful for the 500 and I think 80 of you that are subscribed to my channel, and I'm extremely grateful that I haven't really received much hate or any at all. I can't really think of any hate that I've received, and hopefully it continues like that. But of course, like with growth comes, people who just wanna, troll basically. So yeah, as of right now, I have not received any. Really grateful for that, like I said, and hopefully it remains that way. My next question is, by 2022, what % of your graduating class do you think will be engaged / married? Well, considering every time I go on Instagram, someone's either engaged, married, or pregnant, I would say probably at least 75% will be, if not more. Hopefully I'll be part of that, but you never know. But yeah, I would say at least 75% I definitely believe will already be engaged, married, all that stuff. Wow, the difference a little bit of concealer makes is insane. Just incredible. So I'm not going to be going in detail with every little thing I do because I just feel like that'd be pretty boring. But if you guys are interested in like an everyday makeup look, I would definitely be happy to do that for you guys. I'm just going to sit here and let this bake. I normally don't bake, but I don't know, today I'm just in the mood to, so I'm going to. And while I'm baking, I will be answering another question. Fave and least favorite thing about living in New York City. Well, I would say my favorite is definitely just, one, I'm from here, so I'm pretty biased, just letting you know. But my favorite thing about living in New York City, I would just say, is just like, even if you feel alone, you're never actually alone. There's always something to do, whether it's like going out by yourself, going out to eat by yourself. Like, just things are a lot more normal here than if you live in like a smaller town, I guess you would say. I really feel like people in New York really just don't care. Like, you could be doing the craziest thing and they just will completely look right past you. So I do feel like that's definitely one of my favorite things, is that you don't really have to fear being like really judged. Like, people just don't really care. Like, everyone's just in their own world pretty much. And my least favorite thing about New York City, I would definitely say, while I think about that, let me take off this powder. Okay, so back to this question, I would definitely say my least favorite thing about living in New York City is just the price. I will have like a whole video just all about like what it's really like to live in New York City and just like my perspective on things, but I definitely feel as if it is very expensive, and it is just like a little unfair that, people who have lived here all their lives and have families here are now kind of being pushed out of the neighborhoods, and basically like New Yorkers are being outpriced from living in New York City, which is pretty crazy, but I know that happens everywhere. And I'll touch more about this in my other video, but yeah, I would definitely say that's my least favorite thing about New York City, is just how expensive it is. And like I said, how people who've like lived in neighborhoods all their lives are now like being pushed out of it just because they can't afford like the crazy rent prices. That would definitely be like my least favorite thing. So the next question I have is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? So 5 years from now, I will be, oh my god, almost 30. Stop. I don't even want to think about that. Yeah, I'll be almost 30 5 years from now. So by then, I hope to have my career like well established by then. I also hope to have at least 1 kid by then. And I'd also like to be happily married. I want like all my family to just still be around, be healthy. Like, that's really important to me. And I would like to own a house by then, whether it's the house that I will be living in or an investment property, just something. It doesn't have to be a house. It could also be like an apartment in the city, just something that is mine, that I personally own. That's definitely a goal of mine by then. Also, by 30, I would love to be on Forbes 30 Under 30. I know that's something that like everyone says, but I would really love to be on it. I would also like to have my own business by then. I'm not sure if that'll happen by 30. I hope so, but if not, then at least 35. But yeah, those are just some of the things that I would like to happen by the time I'm 30, I guess, and where I basically see myself in 5 years. I definitely also still see myself living in New York City. Like I said, this is my home. I've lived here pretty much all my life. The only time I didn't live here was when I studied abroad or when I lived in California for a few months, but like New York City is my home and will forever be my home, so it's really hard for me to picture living somewhere else. Now I have the contour all complete, well, the cream contour, and now I'm gonna go in with the Glowgasm Beauty Wand from Charlotte Tilbury. I absolutely love this thing. This has been one of my favorites recently, so I'm definitely putting this on today. So the next question that I have is, what made you start a YouTube channel? So if you guys don't know, I actually started my YouTube channel about a year ago. I started it like I think a month or two before the pandemic, and I honestly wasn't really consistent with it. I just kind of only uploaded travel videos, like when we would travel, just upload that. I didn't really put too much like effort into it just because like I was still working full-time and going to the office every day and just dealing with all of that. We also just moved in at that point, so we were still getting everything together, so the YouTube channel wasn't exactly my priority. Now flash forward a year later, I would say that, you know, it's definitely like one of my priorities, especially since I'm working from home. I do have like a bit more time since I don't have to commute into the city and back. So that's been great, and I would say a big reason I started back then was just for the travel vlogs. Like that's honestly the only thing I really thought of, was like, oh cool, like we love to travel, why not post travel vlogs? Maybe this could be a travel channel, like who knows? And originally it was first a couple channel, as funny as that sounds. It was actually originally called CJ NYC, so for myself and my boyfriend. And we were gonna do, like I said, mainly travel vlogs, sometimes, you know, like just regular vlogs. And shortly after we just decided, like, you know what, I'm really the one doing everything, so it's just gonna be my channel. And good thing we did, honestly, because I was really just able to make all the videos that I want to do, such as like beauty videos, fashion videos, all that kind of stuff. And of course with the pandemic, like, where would I be traveling to? Nowhere. But I do hope this coming year that things will get better with everything and I will be able to do my travel vlogs again, because those are probably my favorite vlogs to film. The main reason, like, I guess I continued with it after we switched the channel was just because I guess like I just wanted like sort of a creative outlet, and obviously during the pandemic, especially during quarantine, there was nothing to do. I mean, there's only so many books I could read, there's only so many Netflix series I could watch, so I kind of need like another project to just like keep my mind into. And that's when I started becoming really consistent with my channel. I would say about 6 months ago, like midsummer, is when I really started like putting in full effort, uploading on a consistent schedule, planning out my ideas months ahead of time. So that, I feel like, definitely helped my channel grow like crazy amount. I would say before the summer I only had like 50 subscribers, and now we're in January, 6 months later, and I have 581. So I would say that's like pretty decent growth for, you know, the last 6 months at least, and I hope that, you know, I just continue to grow. So the next question that I have is, what is your favorite song at the moment? So I would say my favorite song at the moment is Good Days by SZA. I'm sure that's probably everyone's favorite song at the moment. I absolutely love that song so much. I play it non-stop. It's always just stuck in my head. Like, I'll just randomly be sitting there doing work and then it'll just pop in my head and then it just won't go away. So I would definitely say that's my favorite song at the moment. Okay, so the next question is, do you have any regrets? And I would say yes and no to this question. Yes, because of course there are definitely some like relationship situations, like romantically and friends wise, that I would say that I just like sometimes sit and think like, why was I in that situation for that long? Why did I put up with that? Like, it's just, you know, doesn't make any sense to me. But I do feel that every like event or situation has led me to where I am today, and I would say that I'm definitely like in a happier place, better place today than I was back then. So I do feel like, you know, everything kind of happens for a reason, although I may sit here and be like, what the hell was wrong with me then? I do feel like all of that kind of led me to where I am today. So I would say I guess I don't regret it then. I don't know. So the next question that I have is, can you please do some beauty videos? I get this question all the time and I'm flattered, thank you, but that's just really not like my thing. It was like in the past, I definitely did have a beauty YouTube channel in the past, but I just feel like since I do the same look all the time, that's not really anything special. I said if you guys want me to do like my everyday makeup tutorial, I'd be happy to do that for you guys, but in terms of like some cool looks, I mean, I could try, but I really just stick to the same thing, so I'm sorry. Maybe one day, but as of right now, I'm just gonna stick to, you know, lifestyle, fashion, travel vlogs, New York City vlogs, that kind of stuff. And maybe sometimes pranks. So I do have quite a few questions about NYU, and because of that, I will just be doing an entire other video dedicated just to my experience at NYU, pros and cons, all that good stuff. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on that video. But moving forward from that, the next question I have is, what is the next place you would like to travel to? So that's kind of hard because we did have plenty of trips planned for this past year that we had to cancel for obvious reasons. But now that it's 2021 and I'm turning 25 soon, obviously I'm getting older, which I don't want to talk about, but I do want to, like I said, start checking things off my bucket list, like places that I've never been before and would love to explore. I'm very grateful that I have been to as many places as I have in my life, but because of that, it does make me want to like explore places, like I said, that I've never been to, such as Thailand, Bali, Australia. Like those are just a few of the places I'd love to go to. Something that's number one on my bucket list is going to Banff in Alberta in Canada. And that has been on my bucket list for quite some time now, so hopefully at some point this year I'll be able to do it. I do feel like, you know, things are going in the right direction with the vaccine and all that stuff, so hopefully we are able to like travel at least towards the end of this year. The next question that I'll answer is, what is your sign? So I'm a Pisces. I love being a Pisces. You can see I even have a little Pisces tattoo here that I think I got 2 birthdays ago. Yes, Jay gave it to me for my birthday. And yeah, my birthday is March 11th, coming in about 2 months. Yeah, I'm pretty not excited about it just because I am turning 25, like I said, so not that much fun. But yeah, I'm a Pisces, and my mom's actually also a Pisces. Pretty funny. So the next question I received is, do you have plastic surgery? And the answer to that is no. I mean, no shade to anyone who has plastic surgery. Do whatever you want, you know, it's your body, your choice, but I definitely don't. As you can see, my lips look completely different a second ago, and it's just because I overline them, and then I like to just apply gloss over it. But yeah, no plastic surgery. Have I considered it? I think I would say yes. I mean, I'm pretty sure almost every girl like my age considered like getting lip filler at some point, just because, like, you know, the whole Kylie Jenner thing. But no, I haven't had anything done. But yeah, I've definitely considered my lips, and I've definitely considered my nose. And when I mean consider, I mean just think about it, not like go and get a consultation or do any actual research. But yeah, those are the only 2 things. Oh, and under eye filler. I would love to get under eye filler, but I'm just really scared of my face not looking the same afterwards when it comes to like anything, fillers, plastic surgery, any of that stuff. It just really freaks me out that like I could go in looking like this and come out looking like a totally different person. So I don't have like that much of an insecurity that I'm willing to like take that risk. So for now, definitely not anytime soon. I'm just gonna stay exactly the way that I am. Okay, so I pretty much finished my makeup. I was gonna do my hair, but honestly, I'm pretty lazy and we're having crab tonight, so I'm gonna have my hair up anyways. Might as well leave it like this. So I'm just gonna finish answering the rest of the questions I have. So the next question that I have is, where are you from? I'm from tons of different places. I wish I could pull up my like ancestry thing, but basically my family's just completely mixed, from Puerto Rico, Panama, Spain, Portugal, Ireland, Scotland, Jamaica. I mean, the list just goes on. I literally can't sit here and even think of all of them, but I would say I do feel really blessed to be like a big, you know, melting pot of different cultures. I do feel like it did help me to have like more of like a wider perspective on things in life, or a global perspective, whatever you want to call it. But I would definitely say that it has helped me in that perspective. Also, aside from that, I also lived in London and studied abroad for about 6 months, and that definitely, you know, changed my life. I would say that, you know, I have not been the same since, like in the best way possible. I learned so much doing that, and if any of you are considering studying abroad, definitely do it, because, and travel. Don't just stay where you're studying. Like, I lived in London, but we traveled every single weekend, if not twice a week. So just really take advantage of that opportunity, because that's like a once-in-a-lifetime chance. And like I said, just being from a bunch of different places and then also getting to explore, like studying abroad, I feel like that just definitely made me, you know, really empathize with everyone and just see situations differently than, you know, just staying in like my small town that I grew up in. Well, not that small, but small to me, and just keeping, you know, that perspective. So I'm really happy that I'm from a bunch of places, and, you know, my kids will, you know, be pretty mixed. Okay, so the next question I have is, when do you plan on getting engaged? Well, I think that's a question to ask him, so why don't we call him and ask him?
Hey, beautiful.
Hi, so I got a question that asks when I'm getting engaged, so I figured I'll just put you on the phone so you could let him know.
Oh, you're getting engaged at your earliest convenience.
Excuse me? What does that even mean?
Don't worry, don't worry. Plans? I know I want to spend the rest of my life at the end. Don't worry. Everything is going to be settled. Everything is going to be perfect. You're not going to have to wait too much longer, but I cannot go out there and say anything, because then it would ruin any type of surprise.
Okay, but they want to know, like, you know, over 5 years from now, you know.
No, definitely way before 5 years. What are you talking about?
Okay, we'll see. Alright, I'll talk to you later.
I think if it was anything close to 5 more years, you would have been left me.
Oh, trust me, I'm still debating about it every single day.
Oh, okay, that's good to hear.
Alright, I'll talk to you later. Well, you have your answer. I would say that was the most vague response you would ever get, but, you know, men. Let's see what other questions you guys have. Okay, this is actually a good one. What's the biggest misconception about you? So I would definitely say the biggest misconception would be that I'm just not nice. I'm the B word. I'm not gonna say it, monetization purposes. I don't want to get flagged, but yeah, I would definitely say that's something I've got my whole life. I remember even in high school, one of my teachers, so weird, at the end of the year, she basically said to me, "Oh, I'm so surprised at like the person that you are." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she was just like, "Oh, like I expected you to be more of a B word, but you're actually the sweetest person ever." And I was just like, thanks, I guess. Like, who says that to someone? So I would definitely say that is the biggest misconception. I definitely treat people the way they treat me. So if you're gonna be rude to me or my family, friends, or just straight up not nice, I'm not gonna be nice back. And I do feel like as I've gotten older, I've learned to just kind of ignore it and just not associate with those people any longer. Back in the day when I was younger, I would definitely like go off on people and be like, "I don't know who you're talking to," like that. But I would say as I've gotten older, I just realized like those people don't matter. Like people who say that kind of stuff, like what's the point of sitting there and arguing with someone who, like, there's just no point, you know? Yeah, I would definitely say that's the biggest misconception, that I'm mean or I'm a B word, not nice, because for anyone who actually knows me, like once you get to know me, I'm actually really nice, actually sometimes a little too nice. I definitely in the past have allowed people to just like walk all over me and just, you know, I kind of would just like take it, and just because I'd be like, "Eh, it's whatever," like I wouldn't really let things get to me. But then over time I'm kind of like, okay, well, I'm just letting this person constantly treat me like this. Like, why am I doing this? And then that's when, you know, you're considered mean when you finally say something. But yeah, I would just say that's like the biggest misconception. I'm not mean. If anything, I'm always trying to like befriend others and just help people out. I'm definitely a softie for anyone who's like in need of help. I don't know if it's like, you know, my degree in psychology or something, but anytime someone's like in need of help in any sort of way, I'm like, yes, I will save you. And it's not the best trait to have, but yeah, I would definitely say that's, you know, me. So the next question I have is, what is your worst habit? I would definitely say, I don't know. I would say, I don't know if this is like considered a habit, but I would definitely say like my worst habit, I guess, would be overthinking. I could sit there and overthink for hours about the tiniest little thing, and I know it definitely drives like my friends, my family, and Jay crazy, because it like, I could literally sit there and think about something to the point where it makes me sick. So I would definitely say it's a bad habit of mine. Obviously it has to do with my anxiety, but yeah, I can't really think of anything else like habit wise that I have. I don't know. What is your biggest insecurity? So if you mean like appearance wise, I guess I would say my nose. I am pretty insecure about my nose, but I feel like as I've gotten older, I kind of just learned to live with it. Like it's not as bad as from when I was younger, when I would like not even want to look in a mirror. Yeah, it was pretty extreme then, but right now I feel like not really much physically. I would love to obviously be more in shape, but I am working on working out again, and yeah, that's definitely gonna be one of my 2021 goals. But aside from physically, I guess my anxiety is a big insecurity of mine, just because, like, for instance, I can have anxiety over the smallest things, and it just makes me so mad that it gets in the way of like everything in life. So for instance, if I have like a work meeting and it's my turn to speak, like I will literally be sick the entire meeting up until it's my turn to speak, just because of like how anxious I am. Like it just sucks. I absolutely hate it so much. So I would definitely say it's a huge insecurity of mine, especially in like professional settings like that, because I don't want these people to think I'm not intelligent or don't care or was not paying attention. So that's definitely something that I struggle with. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the only thing I could think of right now. Okay, I'm just gonna answer a few more of these because I am getting tired and really hungry, so let me just speed this up. The next question that I have is, have you ever cheated on someone? No. Never cheated on someone. Have I been cheated on? Yes, but I just really don't have it in me to do that to someone. I would just not be able to live with that regret like for the rest of my life. So no, never cheat on someone, never will. Okay, I'm gonna say this is my last question just because I don't want to keep going. If you had to get back with an ex, who would you choose? None. That's my answer. Absolutely none. No offense to them, but just no. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and got to know me a little bit more. I know I don't really do any like get to know me type videos, but hopefully this could serve as that video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe down below. Like I said, I do plan on doing the other videos that I said, and of course more New York City vlogs, you know, maybe some beauty videos. I'm also sure about makeup videos, but definitely like more fashion and maybe some hair videos. So definitely don't forget to subscribe down below. We're almost at 600 subscribers. I'm so grateful and thankful for every single one of you, and I will still be having my giveaway at 1,000 subscribers, so don't forget to subscribe, let everyone know, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.